Hi there, I'm Lisa from Mythical Witchery. Welcome to my channel, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today I'm doing a flip through and a review of the Tarot of Echoes. I am so excited to share this deck with you. This is by Anna Turian, and you may be familiar with her. She did the Tarot of Hidden Waters, the Claire de Lune Lenormand, the Mass Market Tarot of the Abyss, the Oracle of Echoes, which is out of print but will be coming to the mass market, Bone Storm and Earthflesh, which is Bone Stone and Earthflesh, which is also out of print but will also be coming to the mass market. She's also the illustrator for Le Tarot Arthurian by Claire Duval. She is such a talented, gifted artist, and this deck is so beautiful. I'm really excited about this. She released this for pre-order in December of 2023, with pre-orders ending on February 1st. There were only 750 copies of this made. It was sold for $68 US, but it has been picked up by the mass market. US Games will be publishing this deck in sometime, I believe, in 2025, and it will include a guidebook, which the indie version does not include. However, having said that, Anna did a 2-hour video on her YouTube channel, which I will link below, where she goes through the entire deck card by card and explains to you what they mean and why she made the artistic choices that she did with each of these cards. So it's definitely worth a watch, especially if you plan to buy this deck, or if you have this deck already. So it comes in a sturdy box. It has a magnetic opening. That's the back. It shows a few of the cards. It opens all the way up and lays flat, which I really love. I think this is my favorite style of box. I'm not crazy about the ones that just open like this, or even just like that. But this one opens up, so it's really, really nice. You see the little image here, which is the same on the back of the cards. We've got a little ribbon. Love a ribbon. She sent a handwritten note with each of the decks, which says, "Thanks so much for your order. I hope you'll love the Tarot of Echoes. Many blessings, Anna." And each of the decks was also signed and dated inside. So these cards are on a really decent quality stock. I'm not sure what kind of core they have, but when I did a light test on them, I could see a little bit of light through them, but not very much. So I would hate to guess what kind of stock this is. I'm not an expert, so I won't even guess. However, they do seem very good quality. They're a satin finish. They're very flexible, very easy to shuffle. However, they do come with a little bit of a smell out of the box. Hopefully that smell will dissipate in time. So these cards are standard tarot size. They measure 70 millimeters by 120 or 2.75 inches by 4.75. So I'm going to adjust my camera and zoom in, and we'll have a look at each one of these cards. Then we'll have a shuffle and a few final words about what I think of this deck. So here we are, starting with the Fool. He's got angel wings. She explains this in that 2-hour video, why she chose to give him wings. He's got this cute little dog. I love the watercolor and ink. It is one of my favorite art styles. I personally do watercolor. I haven't done watercolor with ink, but it is something that I would love to do. So one of these days I will. The Magician. I'm not going to give much commentary on these cards as I go through. The High Priestess. Because I really think that if you're interested in this deck, that you could really benefit from hearing Anna's explanations on her video, The Empress. She does a far better job of explaining her artistic choices than I ever could. I will comment on this card, however, because some people have questioned why there's an eye in this card and what this could possibly mean and how this could relate to the Empress. And I really see this as divine feminine creator energy, and I think it's perfect. I think it's a gorgeous Empress card, but she does go into that a lot more in detail in her video, The Emperor. The Wise One. Love this card. Really love this card. The Lovers. The Chariot. Strength. They are slippery, as you can see. However, it makes them fairly easy to shuffle. I love this card. Just look at how he's looking into her eyes there. She's looking into his. It's so beautiful. The Hermit. I love this. I love this Hermit card. I love the entire deck. It's just so beautiful. There are very few cards in here that I don't connect with almost immediately. The Wheel of Fortune, which is very rare for me with a deck. You know, usually there's a lot more cards that I don't resonate with, but this deck, there's very, very few. Justice. The Hanged Man. Death. This card focuses a lot more on the renewal side. Beautiful. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. You see the little birds made a nest in this broken lantern and hasn't collapsed yet, but the Star. I love how she's releasing the chains here. Obviously the chains from the Devil card. Renewal and healing. Lovely. The Moon. The Sun. Awakening. I love the few choices that she's renamed the cards. I think they're really appropriate. The Wise One for the Hierophant, Awakening for Judgment. And here we have the World. just think they were very, very good choices. And moving into the Wands. I love this. You see the figure here in the flame. The Two of Wands. I really love that she's on the boat here. You know, she's got her map, she's got her eyeglass, she's looking towards the future, she's ready to go. You know, she's not back on the shore, she's actually ready to move. Beautiful card. Three of Wands. Usually on the Three of Wands we see them looking out, but here we see them looking towards us. And Anna said that she really wanted to, you know, bring the, you know, the person who's using the cards or viewing the cards into the card. So she did a lot of that, where she had the person looking directly at you, towards the viewer. I think it's very effective. Four of Wands. Five. Six of Wands. This card, I really love this. The suggestion here that, you know, you don't necessarily need to be with a group of people to celebrate your successes, your achievements, that your ancestors are there with you, celebrating with you, cheering you on. I love that. Really, really resonates with me, this card. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. This is such a different Eight of Wands. I love that the arrow is piercing that hourglass. It gives that feeling that time is of the essence. Nine of Wands. And here we have this individual here who's protecting their family, and yet their family, they're not victims. They're standing with them, and, you know, ready to defend as well. Beautiful card. Ten of Wands. He's got this, looks like he's carrying a house of some kind or a building on his back, and there's little people. So this suggestion that he's responsible for all those people, and he's got, you know, the burden of responsibility, of carrying all of that on his back. Page of Wands. There's incredible energy in this card. I just love it. And she's holding a tambourine there. Beautiful. Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. And moving into the cups. I love this splash of water in her hand. And then here too, you've got the drop of water and how it's rippling out. Gorgeous. Two of Cups. I love this key here, and of course we've got the cup in the key. Three of Cups. This is such a wonderful card. Absolutely love it. You can see the joy and the energy and camaraderie, companionship, friendship. Beautiful. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. This is a card that, you know, a lot of people say, oh, the Five of Cups, it's like focusing on just the bad thing and not seeing all the other good things, almost as if that's a bad thing to be doing. Where I see this card a little differently, and maybe it's because of my own personal experience with grief, but when you've experienced a devastating loss, that literally is all you can focus on at that moment. There will come a time where you can focus on the other beautiful things that are still left in your life, but at that moment, at that level of grief, literally, this is the only thing that you can see. And this card really speaks to me. Six of Cups. Love that he's got this boat in his hand. The water is moving towards the window and out into the world. Seven of Cups. With her dream catcher and all the dreams. Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. I love that the cups in this card are represented by the butterflies. At least I think they are. There's actually probably more than 10, or more than 9 butterflies there. 10 of Cups. You can really feel the love in this card. Page of Cups. Love that he's releasing this fish back into the water. Gosh, her art is so beautiful. Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. Oh, she's got that conch shell. She's listening to it. Have you ever done that? I've done that. It's funny how we think that we can, at least when we're kids, we can hear the ocean. But it's really just the sound of our own blood rushing through our veins. King of Cups. There's so much compassion in this card. Here he's got his hands cupped, he's holding water, and there's this little beautiful blue bird here who's drinking from the water in his hands. Such trust there. And moving into the swords. Two of Swords. He's standing over this, what do you call this? It's like a, I don't think it's really a chasm, but where the earth has split. And there's, choice here, choice there. He's connected. It's connected to both of them. It's a really different Two of Swords. Three of Swords. This suggestion here that she's maybe drowning in her grief, in her sorrow, in her heartbreak. Yet her head is still above water. So she hasn't drowned. Four of Swords. So this is a conch shell, and she's resting inside that shell. Beautiful. Five of Swords. There's been a lot of discussion about this card, and Anna talks about this card, how he's, he's sitting here, and that it's a different perspective. This is more like from the perspective of the people who are walking away in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith card, and this hand is reaching out to steal his crown, to take something from him that doesn't belong to him. And this, of course, would be representative of the person who's holding the swords in a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith card. Six of Swords. I love that she's standing up here. She's still very much in charge of her future and where she's headed. Seven of Swords. This one makes me giggle a little bit, because here he's running off with their clothes, and they're left naked in the water, and it adds just a little bit of lighthearted humor to the Seven of Swords, which you don't often see that. Eight of Swords. I think I said I wasn't going to talk too much. And yet. Nine of Swords. You definitely have the sense here of the nightmares, the things that are keeping her awake, causing stress and worry. Ten of Swords. Most of the minor arcana, you don't see the actual representation of the suit in the card. She said she only did it when it actually mattered in the card, or not mattered, but when it added to the art, when the message she was trying to get across couldn't be accomplished without it. So in this case, of course, you see this figure barely hanging onto this cliff, and all of the swords falling away behind them. I think it's just absolutely brilliant. Page of Swords. Of course, my explanation of that card is, not great. So definitely I encourage you to go and watch her video. It is long, but it's good. And you can always skip ahead to the cards that you're most interested in. Queen of Swords. King of Swords. And moving into the Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. I really love this card. She described this as, sort of choosing his priorities. Does he focus on keeping the gold coins from falling, or does he focus on keeping this golden goose from escaping? So he's got to weigh and judge and balance his priorities. That's a really great Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. I love how barren it is around him. All this sand and dry landscape. And he's just focused on, all this wealth, stability. Five of Pentacles. Another beautiful card. I love how she's showing rain there. Six of Pentacles. Another absolute favorite. I love this. She's throwing up the, the bread or whatever for these little birds. Giving generously with no expectation of anything in return. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Nine. Ten of Pentacles. Page. The Knight. Queen. And the King of Pentacles. All right, I'm going to zoom the camera back out and we'll give these a shuffle. All right, so as I said, this is not a thick deck and it is very flexible stock. Very easy to shuffle, which for me matters. I'm just going to show you how easily these fan out to start with. So yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful fan. There's absolutely no clumping, no sticking in this deck at all. Such a nice shuffle. I could just do this all day. Okay, so this is the Tarot of Echoes, and an absolutely beautiful, beautiful deck. The artwork is just stunning, really stunning. I love the watercolor and ink. I think it is so effective. I think she's such a gifted artist. I love how she interprets the cards. There's a beautiful feeling to this deck, a lovely energy. I'll be using this deck all week, this week coming up, for my collective readings, Cards in a Cuppa, which I will link at the end of this video if you'd like to see those. So I'd love to hear what you think of this deck. Did you order this deck? Did you miss out? I know there are people that missed it, thinking there would be a second run, and I understand there are people who are disappointed, but it will be coming to the mass market. Maybe just not as quickly as people might like, but it's unfortunate. I'm really lucky that I got it when I did. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your opinions on this deck. Please share them in the comments down below. I read and respond to absolutely everything, and I love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me today for this flip through. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like. That helps my channel to grow. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell if you'd like to be notified of my future videos. Until next time, may love and laughter light your days. Bye for now.